Hey, how's everybody doing? Hey, wanted to give a quick update. Well, actually, I wanted to kind of tell this story of Ava, my baby girl. I don't know. I just have these feelings like that it's a story I need to tell, and I need to tell it with her, and soon. First of all, just a quick update. My car, I have my car back. I'm still with my family. That was a big expense I wasn't expecting, so I am kind of navigating what that looks like for a minute. It's a big chunk of my moving about money. So, but it's been amazing because it's actually pushed me into working on into a plan to offer my artwork and things like that. So that is coming. It's very, very much coming, and it's just absolutely been evolving like crazy, which is really cool. It's been a huge space of gratitude that it's put me into, and even with, it's the redirects, right? It's the redirects. But my car's running better than it even was before, so we're really happy about that. Anyway, but I kind of wanted to tell this Ava story. I have known, or have this feeling, it's just this thing, like I know that she's here with me on this path for a reason, and she is here with me on this path now. I don't know the length of time. She's had multiple options to leave this lifetime, and multiple places where, which I believe that. I believe that we all have these points. And I've seen it with Ava. I actually witnessed it multiple times, including her coming into this world. So she is actually the offspring of my sister's dog. Her dog is Nellie, who's adorable. And Haley, my sister, bred her dog, and there were six puppies. In birth, during there were complications. Nellie started having problems, and so my sister had to rush her to the vet, and they did an emergency C-section, and 2 of the babies were stuck in the birth canal, the puppies, and they did not make it at all. Ava, my niece, had already claimed a boy dog, and there was now is Maverick and Ava, which were the 2 babies that were in the middle of so they're like 2 sacks, Anyway, so the 2 babies in the middle, they were able to get them out and revive them, get them, it was touch and go, but they got them to start breathing because they were not breathing when they were born. And then the last 2 babies they worked on for a while, and I just couldn't bring them back. So 2 puppies survived. I know I say babies, but they are the babies. Anyway, 2 puppies survived. I was not in the market for a dog, like, at all. My kids wanted a dog, but I was not. That wasn't even on my list. But with all the trauma, all the traumaticness happening, I ended up going to my sister's to check on her dog, and ended up holding who was soon to be named Ava, not at the time, but I ended up holding her the day she was born, and I'm like, oh shit, I think I'm getting a dog. There's something happened that day. So it's interesting. Had she not come into the world the way she did, I don't know that it wouldn't have been a thing, right? Anyway, it became like this thing that we needed to keep her in the family, and she's honestly a little bit freaking out because there's a lot happening outside the car, but she's just a beautiful friend. She's my friend. Anyway, twice. There were 2 times while I was still living with the boys, all the things. There were 2 times she ended up in the vet needing to get fluids for dehydration. And I didn't know what was going on. I was pretty clueless. I wasn't tuned in to her. You know, she was my baby, of course, right? Taking very good care of her, but I wasn't as tuned in as we became after we started traveling. Then I go through selling the house, all the things, life shifts, all the stuff, and we end up traveling. And I'm just going. Like, I'm not sure where I'm headed. I had just sold my life out from under me and my safety net, if you want to say. And I was I was definitely a bit spiraling in the beginning. In fact, it took me a good bit to settle. However, in the first few weeks of this, in fact, we didn't make it very far. I ended up with her in the vet. She ended up in an animal clinic, staying overnight for 3 days, and almost died. She was highly dehydrated. She wasn't eating. She was it was awful. They thought it was pancreatitis. I do believe it's just I'm not going to say it right. I do believe it was misdiagnosed. However, whatever they did solved the issue, which was fabulous. And anyway, so she almost died. I was sitting in a campground, bawling my eyes out in the middle of the night, not knowing, thinking what have I done? What have I done? Right? What have I done? Feeling guilty for all of it, and that my kids are going to be so disappointed because they, of course we love this baby. Anyway, I sat there in the night, the second night, this was the second night, and I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm like, I finally just said, I know that you will be with me on this journey, this path that I'm on, whether you're with me physically or not. Like, I know you will be with me, and you do what you need to do. And I just literally said this out loud and just had to release her. I just had to let her go. And I knew that I was grasping so tight to an outcome, and at that point, I just knew I had to let her go. And I did. I released. I just was like, I can't control the outcome. I've got to just be, whatever happens, happens. And the next morning she started eating. She wasn't eating. She hadn't eaten. And the next morning they finally were able to get her to start eating, and she recovered. I was like, holy shit. But it was a huge lesson to me in that moment of what a barometer that she is for me. Like, when I'm freaking out, she's feeling it all. She's taking all that energy from me, for me. She's trying to transmute that, right? And she is. This is what she does. I've done Akashic sessions with her since then. Anyway, we went on our travels, everything fabulous, and actually things started to settle down, and I really was super aware of how she was reacting, if she's eating, if she's drinking, doing all the things, and where am I at? When she would start to be really anxious, do her thing, I would really tune into that and started to really be more aware. And we became a lot more connected, at least for me, right? She's always been, I feel. But for me, it really opened my eyes to a little bit more to what was happening and how energetically beautiful these animals are, right? So we go along, and I end up going back to my family. So time has passed. I did an Akashic session with her. I've done them a few. I've done my own done records, and then I've done them with other people, like my friends. We were doing practice ones when we were learning, and did on Ava, and it was really cool. The message that came through is that she was there to hold a vibration for me. I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Which has been really beautiful, but it also, to me, it's like, this is like a, yeah, it's just, yeah, what do I want to say? It's like, she will be here for as long as it is, in the time that I need her, in helping me with these pieces, like all of the spiritual growth that I've gone through and all the things. And yeah, it's just cool. It's really cool, actually. And I know, like, whether she lives a long life or not, I've always felt that she won't, but she's lived a lot longer than I thought. I mean, she's almost 8 years old. And I am extremely grateful, but I know that every day I'm just get to be in the presence of love and just love her, right? It's the most beautiful unconditional love. Anyway, I go back to my family's, and each time I go back, there's more healing that's happened and more alignment is going on. And it's been really cool, actually, to watch over the last couple years, from where things were to, just the evolution and how we've evolved, and how me choosing myself has made a huge difference throughout my family. And, but we went back in April, and the things still were, it just was an energy. And Ava was picking up on that, and she ended up getting sick again. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what is happening? And so there's been, there's at least those moments, like at least 2 really big, where I'm just like, I don't know. It's just a really cool opening for me, to see, just to kind of, to know, I don't know, I'm trying to think the right words, of just to always be in this gratitude and love for her, right? And then and this knowing, it's like every time she gets sick, it's like, you just know, it's for me to know she's still here, beautiful, and you're gonna be okay when she does pass, because she's an animal, she's a dog, they don't live forever, we all know this. It's such a thing, because they deeply get in your heart. Anyway, I've just had this feeling like things have shifted a lot, especially even in the last week with my car. And the way I've reacted to things, not reacted, should we put it that way? Like the way I've, moving through things and being in this space of just flow. It's like, okay, what's the ask here? This was, you get thrown with these things, you have these plans. This is where I'm doing, what I'm headed, and, whatever. And the universe says, no, hold on a minute. Sit your butt down for a second. And then just like being in peace with that. And just knowing. And Ava, and what's really cool is now we're back in my family's home, and she's been fabulous, which says so much to me of the healing I've done with my family, because she takes it on. So if she's doing good and things are copacetic, I know that I'm maintaining my balance, and maintaining my boundaries, and maintaining my own internal system, right? It's actually kind of cool when you start looking at it, these relationships that way. Anyway, she's my favorite. The love runs deep. The love runs deep. And I got a huge heart. Anyway, it always makes me cry. One thing that will pop up a lot, and I will say this multiple times, I'm sure, but I'm like, my Chinese astrology chart, my master element is yang fire, which is bright. That's the sun, baby. And it's my strongest element, which is fabulous. and it's great, which is so cool. I love that I have that because my Western astrology chart is all water. I am all water. Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer Venus, and Scorpio rising, and all of those, my Cancer house, all of that sits in the 8th house, which is ruled by Scorpio. So I am all water. I used to get frustrated when I would cry. Like, I can't help the tears. They happen. And I used to get really frustrated about that. And I've, I have made people uncomfortable with it. And I don't mean to, of course. But I've also learned that I get to not take that on that's not me. That's something for anybody who wants to look at it. They get to look at those pieces for themselves, right? Of why it's making them uncomfortable. But, I used to get upset I'd get upset that I'm getting upset. And I'm not upset, but I'm crying. But it's this release, right? I'm good at it. And I was like, when I actually asked my guides, I said, I was kind of just making a statement to my guides that one day I won't need to cry about it. And they laughed. I seriously heard, no, good luck. Like, this is who you are. This is who you are and what you bring. Embrace it. And so I have. I'm just like, yeah. So I will, along the way, probably explain that a few times. But anyway, I hope you all are doing really well. I will have updates very soon on my my art. I'm like trying to think, what was it? I have updates on where I'm headed. I'm figuring out what's happening there. I've got to I'm gonna launch my stuff and then I'll be ready to move. But gonna talk about my art. I think it's cool shit that I'm putting together. I've gotten really great feedback on it, and it's cool. So I'm excited to share that, and that will be very, very soon, very soon. And anyway, I hope that you are all doing amazing, and just love on your babies. Honestly, we know they're not here for long, and I don't know. I love this girl. She's magical. Are you magical? Are you magical? Heck yeah, you are. Mwah. Yeah. Love you all. Sending so much love from my heart straight to yours. Mwah. Love you. Hi, Papa girl. It's the cutest thing. I just wanted to say, just to emphasize what a love this little friend is. I can't go back far enough, but see how she's got her paw on me. This is what she does when she wants you to be with her. She's so cute. Her favorite thing is to catch her frisbees. We're not doing that right now, but we will. Tomorrow. We will tomorrow. I promise. We will tomorrow. Catch her frisbees, and her favorite toy is her beaver. It's right there. Her stuffed beaver. Where's your beaver? Where is it? Go get it. Go get it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, my gosh. She brings me so much joy. So much joy. Crazy, fun, crazy girl. Yeah. My love. Go! Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! Good girl! Oh, you make me so happy. Come on, back on trail. Back on the trail. Good girl. Yeah. Come on. Come on. I love her so much. You crazy kid. Oh, silly. Get it. Get it, Ava. Get it, girl.